Hello everyone, welcome to LeapScholar's YouTube channel. This is Gurmehar Kaur. Today I'm at Oxford University, my alma mater. Before we start, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Today I will talk about top 8 FAQs about getting into Oxford University. So the first question, what does Oxford look for in a student? So Oxford looks for, I think there are multiple preconceived notions what Oxford looks for in a student, but I think the first few things are a student must be really hardworking, really driven, really passionate, and should have a history, should have a history of consistency in the discipline that they are applying to. Another suggestion I would give for anyone who's applying is to go to the Oxford University website, check out the course that you're applying to, click on the eligibility section, and that will tell you exactly the sort of grades you need to have, exactly the sort of writing samples you need to submit, whether they are going to be journalistic writing samples, whether they're going to be academic writing samples, and that way you would know exactly what the university expects of you. Is there any particular document that the university prefers over the other? For example, an SOP versus a CV. I would say that there's not one document that is more important than the other, but your entire package of application. So your package would include your grades, your package would include your SOP, which will talk about your motivations. It would also include your CV that would sort of tell the admission committee about how consistent you have been in the same field, and sort of be an evidence to that commitment. And then you would also have your writing samples, which are very important. The writing samples would tell the admission committee that you are prepared and ready to take on the academic burden and load that Oxford does provide. In terms of academic grades, what does Oxford expect? Well, Oxford expects what it says on the course requirements. There are courses that would want you to have a first-class degree. There are courses that would want you to have a 1-2. So definitely go and check the eligibility for whatever courses you're applying to, and they will tell you. Are standardized tests important, such as GRE, GMAT, IELTS? I would again say, look at the eligibility requirements. There are courses that would want you to have certain language requirements. For example, if you're applying for a classics degree, you would need to know how to speak Latin. However, when you're applying for sciences, you may not. If you're applying for an English degree, you would need to show language proficiency in the subject. But if you're applying for example, a Sanskrit degree, which one of my friends has done, you may not need to show that proficiency in a different language. So I think eligibility requirements is your best friend. What is the cost of studying in Oxford? So the cost of studying in Oxford for an international student is anywhere for fees between 20 lakhs to 25 lakhs, and for living to be 10 lakhs to 15 lakhs. It is very expensive. And this leads me to my next question, which is scholarships. Are there scholarships available? Do they cover living costs? Yes, there are multiple scholarships. There's the WHT scholarship, there's the Rhodes scholarships, the Chevening scholarships. There are multiple scholarships for students in India to come here to study in Oxford. There are also internal Oxford scholarships. For example, Somerville College will give Indian students specific scholarships for things that they are studying, especially if they're working in sustainability. So again, I would suggest go on the website, look at the scholarship directory. You will find out all the scholarships available in-house in Oxford, and then there are scholarships outside of Oxford that are available. Some are government, some are private funding, but all the information should be available on the internet. And if it's not available on the internet, then someone from LeapScholar can definitely help you find it. Are extracurricular activities important? Extracurricular activities are very important because but extracurricular activities supporting your research are very important. So definitely, if you are someone who wants to study politics, your MUNs, your debates, your student activism, your articles in journalism and student journalism that you've done will really have an impact on your application. It would show your assessor, the admission committee, how committed you are to the university, to the course, and to the discipline. So definitely those are things that do add a little bit extra to your already perfect application. And final tips and tricks applying to university. The biggest tip and trick is there are actually no tips and tricks. People will gatekeep and tell you getting into Oxford is hard, applying to Oxford is hard, that there are certain secrets that the world knows that you don't. I promise you, if you do your research well, everything is out there on the internet. Definitely reach out to people at LeapScholar. You can always reach out to me. And I think one thing I would say, start your application a year and a half in advance. And when I say a year and a half in advance, make sure that you are doing your internships, you're doing your extracurriculars, and you're taking up like subjects that are aimed at getting you into the university and the course that you want to apply to, that are sort of aimed at providing evidence. You want to show the university evidence of your commitment. So definitely pick a course and start a year and a half or two in advance. Apply for internships, apply for extracurriculars. But guys, thank you so much for being here. And if you have any questions, put them down in the comments box. And if you are looking to apply to the UK, to Oxford, and need a free consultation, then check out the description box. So nice meeting you, and thank you so much.